Incline dumbbell or barbell bench. Now this is so important if we want to develop like the upper, like pretty much like the square pectorals. But if we don't do it correctly, we'll actually be targeting too much of either the anterior delts and we'll rely too much on like your triceps or delts. So we really want to set up correctly. So what I want you to do, if you're working out at home or the gym, follow these steps. You set up on the chair. We don't want it to be vertical, but we don't want it to be too high either. So we don't want it to be at 45 degrees. We want it between horizontal and 45. So about 15 to 30 degrees in terms of incline. If we make it too upright, it's like 45 degrees, that's when we start to work too much of the shoulders instead of the pecs. You'll get to do 2 warm-up sets and then 2 active sets where we'll do reverse pyramid training. Like the hardest thing, once you start really getting high weight, the hardest thing is actually the setup, which I'll probably do in a different video. But we kick it back in terms of like our knees, roll back. And what I do, I don't like to arch my back too much at all when I'm doing like incline bench, because then it just becomes like a normal bench press. So it's a bit of a pro tip there. Okay, setting up, shoulder blades down, not arching too much. And the whole idea with hand placement, going up, I don't want you to flare outwards 90 degrees. I want you to bring it down, tuck the elbows in a little bit. And so your elbows here are on like almost a 45 degree outwards, or maybe a bit closer, up. So I don't want you to go outwards like this, not 90 degrees. I want you to tuck your elbows in, bang, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Beautiful. If you don't have dumbbells, you can attach like the resistance band to say like chair that you're using. And when it's under the resistance up, it might be better just to do the one. If you don't have access to the dumbbells, you can always fill up some duffel bags full of books. And again, just do the one. Bit harder, but it's worth it. So imagine it's loaded up with plates. Very much the same thing. I just want to show you the actual technique. So here we go. Pretty much eyes underneath the chin bar. Grip form. Not too much of an arch. And again, we don't want to flare outwards. Just bang. And the idea here is that we want to get really great form, hitting the chest. In terms of reverse pyramid training, so we're going to be doing typically around 6 to 8 reps. It might be different in your program. 6 to 8 reps of your 100% max. Drop it down 10%, and then we'll do probably 8 to 10 or 10 to 12, and we'll keep dropping down that weight. So if I did 100 kilos, then I'll drop that down to 90 on my second set, and then on my third set I'll drop that down to 80. So reverse pyramid training, really important that we're going for one more rep, one more set, or better form on the next workout. I want you to just reiterate, super important that we build up that chest. It's what really gives like that superhero kind of look, as well as you've got a lot of androgen receptors in like your shoulders, your upper pecs, and like I guess your triceps, but then it all leads to a better form and technique, like a better, not so much posture, but I guess it gives you just a bit more aesthetic look. And then like having pecs will help in other movements.